Hello, this presentation is on the healing power of laughter. Sometimes you just have to laugh. For example, if you need 144 rolls of toilet paper for a 14-day quarantine, you probably should be seeing a doctor long before COVID-19. Or somebody tweeted, day 2 without sports, found a young lady sitting on my couch yesterday. Apparently she's my wife. She seems nice. Or here's somebody's quarantine diary. Day 1, I've stocked up on enough non-perishable foods and supplies to last me for months, maybe years, so I can remain in isolation for as long as it takes to see out this pandemic. Day number 1 plus 45 minutes, I'm in the supermarket because I wanted a Twix. Those are all things that maybe made you laugh. Did you know that laughter is in the limbic system? And there are certain areas in your brain that deal with emotions and memory. And these regulate the function of the endocrine system, and these deal with emotions. So the limbic system doesn't always deal with just happiness, it also deals with other types of emotions. Now there's 4 parts to the limbic system. There's a hypothalamus, the amygdala, the thalamus, and the hippocampus. Ellen sure can get a good laugh, can't she? She sure can. And here we go. There's the limbic system right there. So we have the thalamus. We don't see the hypothalamus. That would probably be on top of it. It might be hidden behind in this brain here. The amygdala, that's another very small part of the limbic system. And of course, the hippocampus is another. So those are the 3 main structures. And you can see a few more as well. There are physical benefits of laughter. It can help you physically. It can control your stress and balance your immune system. It can boost antibodies, which help fight infections. It reduces the levels of stress hormones. When you're under a lot of stress, that suppresses your immune system. That's why sometimes you get sick when you're under a lot of stress. What it also does, stress also increases the blood platelets, making your blood a little less able to flow. And stress hormones also raise blood pressure. So anything that reduces stress hormones is going to be good in that way. If you laugh enough, it might lead to hiccuping and coughing. And those are good because those clear your respiratory tract. It also increases your concentration of salivary immunoglobulin A, which protects infections in your respiratory tract. So again, that's another thing that's good for your respiratory tract. It can have anti-inflammatory effects, and that protects your blood vessels and your heart muscles from cardiovascular disease. So that's another fun thing about it. It causes your heart to beat faster, and it causes the inner linings of your vessels to dilate so your blood flows easier, and it increases oxygen to the brain. And then it also releases endorphins, which help us to deal with pain better. Now, have you ever lost a cat or found one or forgot you lost it? Lost cat. Reward if you find him and don't return him. Promise girlfriend I'd put up a sign. Cat's a total pain. Tears up furniture. Craps everywhere. Call if you find him and want to keep him. We'll pay money. Right. Girlfriend will probably be X by tonight. Or found a cat. Found a cat. Not very friendly. Female, no collar, not housebroken, found on camel. Somebody's got to tell this Kobe guy that that is not a cat. Okay, or forgot you lost it. So here this guy has a sign up, lost cat, cute little cat. And what's on the left, out looking in the window on the other side? The cat. I don't think he's really looking hard enough for his cat. These should have made you laugh a little bit at least. Laughter can be a physical workout. So the effects are similar to exercise. So it works out your diaphragm and your muscles, like in the abdomen, the respiratory muscles, your facial muscles, your leg muscles, your back muscles. All these are good, happen with laughter. It can lower your blood pressure. It can increase blood flow. We've talked about that. Increases blood flow, helps everything to move better. It's good for the brain. increases the oxygen of the blood, and then it even burns calories. So just sit around and laugh for a while, and it's almost like going out for a walk. The cat here, these are examples of memes. Memes are kind of fun. You just take a picture and you put a little saying on it. So, and this one he's saying, I should buy a horse mask. Best decision of my life. All right, emotional benefits of laughter. As we just look at this little guy, we have to laugh too, don't we? So, laughter removes your emotional tension, it elevates your mood, it enhances your cognitive functioning, and it makes you friendlier. It's cathartic. If you have negative emotions and you can just kind of laugh a little bit, these negative emotions will be released. It stimulates the release of serotonin. Now, serotonin, of course, is a substance that helps decrease depression and anxiety. So when you have more of that released, you have less depression and anxiety. And it even releases endorphins. So endorphins are natural painkillers, and it just makes you feel better. Okay, we'll say goodbye to the baby here. Okay, and there he is there. He's a happy baby. You just can't not laugh when you look at the baby laughing. Isn't he a cutie? He's a cutie. He's a happy baby. All right, let's move on. Now there are social benefits of laughter as well. So when you laugh in groups, like these two babies here, that spreads endorphin release and it promotes togetherness and safety. We feel better when we laugh together. Laughing contagiously forms social bonds. So you're with a group, and sometimes we play cards with our group and we just start laughing, and it makes us feel more like we're a group, more social. It triggers endorphin release in other members of the group. So not only those people that are laughing, but those people that are just kind of hearing it are also getting those endorphins released. And it promotes group bonding and protects us from physical and psychological pain. So laughing has definite social benefits, as these twins can let us know right there. Okay, and then there's actually something called laughter therapy. And this guy we're looking at here, he is a laughter therapist. He teaches laughter yoga. You could go on to his website and you could watch a 30-minute session. This was taken from that session. He's laughing at me now. This was taken from that session, a 30-minute session watching him laugh. And you just laugh with him. Laughter therapy teaches people to laugh openly. The objective of laughter therapy and laughter yoga: build a community of people who believe in love and laughter. And what's interesting about laughter therapy is that you laugh for no reason. Now, I know before we showed you some funny things that hopefully made you laugh, but in laughter yoga, you just sit around and laugh. Laughter is in one thing about laughter, it's in your body and your mind. And so adults tend to laugh from the mind and children laugh from the body. So children are more adept at looking at other people and laughing because it makes them laugh too. We tend to be a little bit more critical on what makes us laugh. And it would probably be better if we could be like children and just laugh from the body. Now, Norman Cousins, you remember him from the 70s. He had cancer, and he decided that laughter would be the way that he would fight it. He lived for 20 more years, and he built a whole career around laughing. Genuine belly laughter provided pain relief for him and helped him to sleep. And this has been documented in other things as well, especially the research surrounding laughter yoga. So the effects of laughter can be the same. This is interesting, whether you're responding to something funny or just laughing. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So that's what makes laughter so special. Okay, now this is actually what we're going to see here. It's actually a laughter yoga class. And again, you can go to Robert's website and see this. But he describes different types of laughter yoga techniques. So they actually have A class is divided, a laughter yoga class is divided around several different activities. So one activity is called lion laughter. And so you're going to kind of look like a lion. You're going to thrust out your tongue, widen your eyes, stretch out your hands, and laugh. Like that. You can't see me, but I'm doing it. Or humming laughter. So laughing with your mouth closed and humming. Or silent laughter. Opening your mouth and laughing without making a sound. Looking in other people's eyes and making funny gestures. You might make them make a sound. You can't see it because I'm doing it, but I am. And then gradient laughter. This is almost like an exercise technique. So what you do is you start with a smile, and then you begin to chuckle, and then you go to a hearty laugh, and then you chuckle, and then you smile. So these are all techniques that are used during laughter yoga. It's not just 20, 30 minutes of laughing. As you can see here, there's many other things that are done, all of them designed to make people laugh. Okay, so now remember as a summary here that happiness is good for the body and good for the mind. And happiness, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, is not necessary for laughter. But if you can have laughter, you can have happiness as well. And other ways to improve your sense of humor, because probably if you feel like you no longer have a sense of humor, maybe it's difficult to laugh. And we've already shown you how important laughter is. So maybe we need to improve the sense of humor in order to laugh better. And your sense of humor is improved by exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and doing some sort of meaningful work. You can also boost your happiness by expressing gratitude on a regular basis, being happy for what you have, saying, I'm really grateful that I have what I have, being optimistic instead of focusing on the negative, you're focusing on the positive. Engaging in frequent acts of kindness. Every time you do something nice for someone, it makes you feel better. Focusing your attention on joyful events. What makes you happy? What makes you joyful? Focus your attention on that. Don't think as much about the things that bother you. And practice forgiveness. Forgiving people will make you happier. And laugh often. Okay, now I apologize if you've taken this laughter class before with us. We've done it a few times in Brain Fitness. At one point, I Googled, in fact, I did it just this week, what is the funniest joke of all time? This is a 2002 online poll. So this joke was voted funniest joke of all time in that 2002 online poll. And it's called Hunting Gone Wrong. And it goes like this. Two hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He's not breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy whips out his cell phone and dials 911. I think my friend is dead, he yells. What can I do? The operator says, calm down. First, let's make sure he's dead. There's a silence, then a shot. Back on the phone, the guy says, okay, now what? Okay, and we are going to conclude. We're going to put at the end of this a very short clip of our Zoom session capturing a few of our students laughing, and just tell me if that doesn't make you laugh.
So long.
It's hard to laugh already.
So funny. I forgot to laugh. I heard that when I fell off my horse. I'm about laughed out.
Okay, there we go.